Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Are you aspiring artists who want to become an environment artist for games? Then this video is for you. Every other DM I receive is about how to become an environment artist. So I finally laid out a 5-step process to become an environment artist that will take you from complete beginner to studio ready environment artist. I have already covered this process in my talk at Blender conference, which you can check after this video. And I will also attach some resources in the description below, which will help you fast forward this process a lot. So by the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding on how to build a portfolio and project and all the terminology which is required and which will make you a great environment artist. So let's go. So step number one is for complete beginners. So get your fundamentals ready. Number one thing is you learn the basics of 3D. You can use any software of your choice. It could be Max, Maya, or Blender. I really recommend Blender. It's really powerful. I'm using it for past 5 to 6 years and full time in my job and my freelance project as well. And it's totally free and everyone can have access to it. And they have a huge community of artists who are ready to support, and there is already so much awesome stuff online all for that. So you can start with Blender, and then you need a simple texturing software, which could be Substance Painter, which is paid, but you can look at free options like Armory Paint is or Instant Paint is there. So those will help you texture in with PBR. So what is PBR? You understand what PBR texturing is and what PBR channels do and how those work. Get your fundamentals ready for that and learn basic unwrapping, which will help texture the models in 3D. So learn how to unwrap a basic prop or simple things and just understand how whole 3D pipeline work basically. And then make some simple props. Don't try to take large assets or project. Just make some simple props which are laying around in your room or house or you see around. Don't overstress yourself with achieving quality. Whatever you achieve is enough. We just want you to get up and running with 3D. So just make stuff simply at this point. And then we come to the step number two, where we achieve quality in the props. So what is the quality in the props? Number one is the topology. The topology should be optimized and as well as holding on to the detail of the object as well. And how you can study that is by making bunch of props or studying the props already made by awesome artists online. So there is Sketchfab, which shows the wireframe of the mesh. Also, there is a Marmoset viewer attached in the art session profiles or in their portfolio, and so many artists also attach the wireframe. What will be the best topology is available in the document I have attached below, so you can read and study. So that have all the details which you need to understand the topology. And the step number two is unwrapping the mesh. So at this stage we will not just randomly unwrap the mesh. We need to learn some fundamentals about unwrapping, like UV padding, textile density, even overlapping, and even hard edge cuts. So you need to understand all the UV terminologies, and you need to try to implement in your prop if you're low poly and high poly correct. And why bring me to the high poly? Another thing you can add at that point, which is not mandatory, but you can add is sculpting. You can sculpt in Blender, or you can add ZBrush, which is industry standard from ages, basically from the start of. So basically, you can add ZBrush, which is paid again for the simple props, even for the simple starting sculpting. You don't need ZBrush. You can do it in Blender itself, which is again is free and awesome, and you can achieve great result. And then you take your high poly, low poly, and you can bake it in Substance Painter, or you can bake it inside Xnormal, which is free. You can bake it inside in Blender as well. So once you have your bake, and then you texture it using the PBR workflow, which you might already have understanding how it works, how channel works. But this time you add all the details in about the prop, study the reference closely, find more references, try to match the details as close as possible, because that will really improve the quality of the asset. Because when you can showcase that you can achieve the reference or concept as close as possible, that gonna give you some plus points on the interview. Also, try not to overdo it and try to keep it subtle, because too much detail also make it noisy. So at this stage, just make three good quality props. You don't need more than that. Just put your heart in, put some patience, and work on three good quality props. Those could be anything from small prop to medium scale. It could be object laying around in your house. It could be something outside or something from the internet. You can pick anything. If you're confused what to pick, you can ask me anytime. I will help you pick that. So join the Discord server from the link below, and send a DM in the discussion, and I will help you out. Once you have the three good quality props, we can move on to step number three, which is making a diorama. What is a diorama? Diorama is, you can imagine, is kind of a island or a cutout of a world. Wherever out of the world you can cut out a part of an environment or world, that you can call a diorama. You can search simply online or to simply find out what diorama is. Dioramas comes in many shapes and sizes. So what is the purpose of this exercise is to get you up and running with game engines. So game engines help us make games. So there are two popular ones, which are the Unity and Unreal. There is Godot also, which is also good. So all of the engines are free to use for learning and for the small teams. So you can pick any. I really recommend using Unreal because that's what I'm using from start of my career, and it's really popular right now. So you can start learning Unreal. And what is the task here is basic learn the basics of Unreal, how to navigate, how to import the prop in there, and how to place it in the scene. And then on top of that, how to create materials and assign it to the objects. So once you learn these basics, you bring your props in Unreal and try to set them up. And once you're good, then try to make a diorama out of it. You might already have some props which you have made, which you can use in a diorama if it's related to that. But you can totally create some new props, like 4 to 5 props with some tileable textures, and the base with some you can make it unique, or you can keep everything unique textures. It's not an issue, but the main goal is to learn Unreal and how to make a scene in there. Once you have one diorama made already in Unreal and you have a good understanding of basics of Unreal, we can move to the next step, which is step number 4, is creating a full environment. Full environment doesn't mean you need to create a full space, just focus on a camera. So it's just a view on one side, and that's what we're gonna make. It doesn't matter what is on the other side. We are not gonna focus on that. We're gonna just focus on a view. And this one, we're gonna implement some of more technical skills and ideas, is like tileable textures and trims, blending materials. What all those are, linking a document below which you can check and find out all the things required to become an environment artist, or all the terminologies which are there. So once you have concept art or idea selected, just create a model and import in there. It's the same as diorama. There is nothing new. It just is these new pipelines which you need to learn. Just check these terminologies on YouTube, just search it there, or check the document below, or join the Discord server and ask it there. We will surely help you. And once you have this in there, and you assign tileable textures, blend the materials, and place the prop, and try to match the composition and look and feel of the concept art, and try to make it interesting with a little bit more storytelling and polish. So this goes a really long way, and this exercise is to teach you how to work with tileable textures and how to make large scale geometries which require tileable textures, and also how to model them basically. So this will give you a little bit more scope, and it will open up your mind on other workflows. And from the art side, it will help you how you can play with lighting, and how you can share a narrative or story, combining all the things together. By this stage, you will have a good understanding of how environment art work basically. So you will know how to make a props, how to make tileable textures, how to make a scene inside Unreal. So that will bring, once you have all these done, s- that will bring us to final step, which is building a playable or walkable level inside Unreal. This time we will just go beyond our camera angle. We will make a whole level which we can walk around and explore. There is already a player's functionality available in your game engine, which is first person and third person. First person is when you are looking through camera. Third person is when the player is in front of you, you are playing. So those are already inbuilt in the game engines, so you can play inside your level and see. This will be a huge project. You can break it down into small chunks and part, and club all the knowledge you have gathered till now and put it all into this one scene. You don't need five different environments. Just one good environment is good enough to get you a job. And if you are stuck and if you need help, our Discord server is always available. I am always there to provide feedback if you get stuck. Otherwise, there are so many forums online, like Polycount, Unreal, Unity. All they have forums which you can post your work in progress and seek feedback. All these awesome art is going to help you improve your work. So you just keep adding on top of this, and there are like so many skills and so many assets you can make. So just take it small and take a simple scene in the start and just make the whole thing. And once you have it, I believe you are ready for the industry. So this is my 5 step process to become an environment artist. If I would decide to become an environment artist today, these are the steps I will follow. And as a social experiment, I'm going to make a separate profile as a newbie, and I will make the same steps in there while following and sharing what I'm doing till then. And by that, I can also share, I want to share that I run environment art bootcamp and mentorships, which you can join from the link below. And I can help you figure out a path for you and support you with every step of your journey. So if that interests you, check the link below and join the mentorship. And by that, you can support me in a way also. So yeah, so I hope this workflow helps. And if you have any question and if you're stuck anywhere, comment section below is always open. So share your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and bye.